Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing? BeckyRaney here, and I'm just so delighted to have you watch this video and learn how to do doTERRA business. And it's actually really quite simple, but you know how us human beings like to make things more complicated. My goal here today is to make it simple for you and to help you get launched and get started in a really good way. So just welcome. Thank you so much for joining and we'll go ahead and just jump right in. So, we wanted to just thank you and congratulate you for choosing to do doTERRA as a business. doTERRA is an incredible company. And I remember when I started 13 years ago, 14 years ago, I guess now, so it was in 2013, 11 years ago. Anyway, I remember when I got started that I swore I would never do a network marketing company. And when I hear that companies all are, oh, we have great owners and they're debt free and all these amazing things that you hear about doTERRA, I just thought it was just more fluff. And the more and more, when I finally leaned in and decided to do doTERRA because it really helped me with my health, the more and more I realized how valuable and important that is, that doTERRA's quality of and integrity of business owners and a company is king. This is so important for you guys to understand this. This company has your back. And I want you to just rest in that. Know that you can trust the company. It's like not like a lot of other network marketing companies where you can't count on them. Of course, there's lots of, uh, you know, ranking challenges and things like that to go through with any company, right? But I feel what makes doTERRA different is that we're stand for quality and an integrity. And that means you. That means the foundation of having doTERRA be a strong business. That means you step up with integrity and follow the rules the best that you can and don't be like a used car salesman and don't run and chase people about the oils. You want to really stand in the product and know that it's going to help you lead the way. So, getting started, of course, you got your oils, so use the oils. I am always so amazed how many people don't use the oils. And the reason why that is so important is you want to experience them, you want to understand them, you want to get related to the oils in a personal way and come up with your own testimonies. Because when you do that, you actually can speak, that helps you speak with integrity, right? And knowing how to use the oils in different ways. Now, there's so many things, so many ways you can use these oils, and that's why attending classes on a regular basis is gonna be really powerful and really important so that you every time I attend a class, I learn something new. And it also helps as a business owner be mindful about the talking points, what you like that is being said, maybe what you don't like and how you wanna alter and change it to be your words. Yes, this is really important. Um, and so you're going to want to also participate in the LRP. The loyalty reward program is the way you earn commissions. It's like your investment in your business. And so, because it's 100 PV every month, we want you to get started quickly. We want you to start running fast so that way your investment every month, you're actually getting commissions built in. And that's really important. doTERRA's compensation plan is flipped compared to other network marketing companies. So getting started is a little bit more challenging than other network marketing companies. However, the reward towards growing your business is much better. So it's that perseverance and getting started quickly and correctly is going to be really important. How to log into the website and place your LRP orders. You need to know how to do that. If you don't, please reach up to your upline, the person who enrolled you, and or reach up to me if they're too busy. Now, that's one thing that happens is sometimes people share the oils, but maybe themselves are so new to doTERRA, they don't know how to do some of these things. And so know that we are growing quickly and not to blame your upline for things that they don't do or something. I'm here to support that and help fill in those gaps. And so please come to these regular training meetings so that that way we can support you the best that we can. One of the things that I like to share is that there are a lot of things that you know, and there's things you know you don't know, and then there's things you don't know you don't know. And that is where coming to these classes will help fill in all those gaps, okay? Now, how to find the monthly specials, you're going to want to be very privy to all the monthly specials going on. And so you can go to your website and it's on the rotating banner. And I will show you some other apps and places here further on or just next here on how to find those monthly specials and how to use them to promote your business. Now, we're also going to talk about how to share the oils. Now, sometimes this is the hardest part for many people, and I'm going to admit it is a little bit for me too. And so that is some blocks that we work through, right? And some of the things that we'll help mentor with you and work through different areas that may be a stopping point for you. We're going to talk about events and classes and how to get those going, and supporting resources, training resources, mentoring, and follow up and schedule wellness consult calls. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to ask you to treat your network marketing business like a real business. So many people think it's a hobby, and maybe it could be a hobby, but admit to yourself that it's just a hobby and share that with your upline that this is just a hobby, so that that way we're not pushing you or challenging you to be a part of these different things. I Speaking with clarity and honesty is the best way to go. You may maybe in your mind think, well, yeah, this would be a good business, but maybe you don't have the time, or maybe you don't see the value to put the time into it. There's a lot of reasons why we want to invest in so many hours a week or not. And um, you can do 1 hour a week, 1 hour a month, or 10 hours a week, 10 hours a month, or full time, right? And to do this business successfully, you're going to want to put more time into it. Now, if you're working another job, you're an at home mother or whatever, all of these things do take time. So going through and looking at what's important to you. Is it important to be able to get your family financially free? Is it important to you to share the world with all the different natural health benefits that these oils have to offer? So finding out what your why is and what's important to you is really important to be able to then establish how much time you want to put into the doTERRA business realistically. Because sometimes some weeks it's just a little bit harder, right? Some weeks it's easier. So commit to that and stand to your truth with that. Stand with your integrity to that. Your health with using the product daily all the time elsewhere is really important to invest in. Um, Sometimes we have special promos going, like a Premier Club or a Silver Club, and that's a 90-day stretch of running, 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 like training for a marathon, right? And so we have seasons in our life where we want our health to be our best. We are selling health. And so you want to walk the talk. So, going through and getting your health up to the best that it can, use your health journey as part of your story. And maybe you're in the middle, maybe you're just beginning. That is great. You can share your goals and where you want to and invite people to join with you. Make time to grow the business. So, realistically, you're going to sit down and schedule that out. A lot of times people say, well, yeah, I'm doing that, but they're really not. And I really want to really share with you on what is truthful. Like, speak from your heart. When you're promoting the product first, it makes it so much easier. And that's what I do. I talk about my gut health issues. I talk about my mental health issues, and going through and speaking with that from my heart, people can relate to that. And it's so powerful. If you treat this like a used car salesman or the standard network marketing stereotypical people run for network marketing because maybe they got screwed in the past, maybe they didn't understand, maybe the product was poor quality, all those things. You can stand by doTERRA by being an amazing network marketing company. you have integrity, the product has integrity, and we are all working together to help build each other's teams, not fighting against each other and pulling. That's an old mindset from an old marketing stereotypical uh, flawed process, right? And we don't want to have that. Attend all the meetings that you can as much as possible, from corporate meetings, doTERRA India meetings, to my meetings, to maybe Suzanne's meetings. Watch videos on YouTube, go to the social media sites, do the research. My job is to give you the resources, but you have to do the research, right? I wish I could just take my thumb drive and plug it right into your brain, but it doesn't work that way. Usually, the best mindset I think about this network marketing business is learn as you go. So, for example, I was learning about my gut health and learning how I can help support it with the oils. Did a lot of research on gut health, and then pretty soon I started sharing with people about the gut health. And then I had my theme of what I was focusing on. And other people's themes might be something different, but a theme is a really great way to get started and to really share with other people about how the oils really worked truthfully from you. And when you're doing that, um, you learn more, and then all of a sudden maybe a new oil comes along, and then you add that to your segment of stuff you're doing. And when you're teaching other people, maybe they come along and they have diabetes or something, then you start learning more about diabetes and helping them with their diabetes. And then somebody comes along with heart disease, and then you start studying more about heart disease and sharing with them about that. And then that helps add to your confidence, and it helps add to all that stuff. Now, I can give you the oils and the protocols for that. However, you're not learning. I'm just giving you the answer, and that's not going to help you. Now, I can give it to you for like a quick, if you're in a meeting and you need something quick or something like that. But we also have phone apps you can download. We have different resources that are at your fingertips to look up. And I really want to encourage you to push yourself to use those resources so you're learning on the fly. Do not wait to learn everything before you get started. You will never, 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 ever get started because there's so much to learn. And so I usually just go along as people ask me questions. There's many diseases I don't even know what they are. Like, people will share with me a name of a disease, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. So I'll go to my app, I'll Google it, and I'll do the research and learn more about it. Okay. And so that's what we need to do. That's how you learn. When you do the research yourself, you have a different understanding than when I just tell you. This is a numbers game. You just inviting one person to a class and think you're done, it's not going to work that way. You want to continually be inviting, always, always, always inviting, always, always ramping up your numbers of the people you're reaching out to. Now, this is going to sound a little discouraging, and I don't mean it that way, but the more people you reach out to, the more people who will be interested. Now, you're going to have a certain percentage of people not interested, and it's sometimes kind of a large percentage. But you use this as a no, as a way to adjust your approach and know that it's a numbers game. Okay, that's a no. That's just a no in how I approached them. It's a no for them maybe right now, and ask them when you're going to follow up with them, when would be a good time. And then you're going to want to have a really good tracking system, a really good way to track all these things. So here's the format of how doTERRA works. Now, there's a really great video, and it's called Buckets and Pipeline. Buckets and Pipeline video, and I'll share it on the link of this video so you can actually go to that video and watch it. It's really powerful. This video I love to share to new people who are interested in doing the business on really what residual income is. And so go ahead and look at the link down below and make sure you watch that video and share it with other people. Creating your pipeline, in the video, it talks about in the olden days when people would walk to the stream and fill up their buckets of water and take it back to the village and sell the water. The more trips you would go back and forth to the stream, filling up the buckets of water, the more um, the more sales you would make, right? And so you would have more business. But back and forth, day in and day out can get very exhausting. And what if you trip and fell and broke your leg? Or what if you got the flu? Then your business is not working for you, right? You have to be doing the work. So this guy had a really good idea to dig a ditch. Every time he took a trip to the stream, he would dig just a few more shovels. And then eventually he was able to lay a pipe down and actually get it all the way to the village from the stream. Then he was able to just turn the spigot on. That is the goal that you're looking for. It's going to take some time to get that. Perseverance is going to be your friend. It's gonna have ups and downs, you're gonna have, bad days, good days, but if you notice that as you're going through, this is pipeline that we're building, right? And we broke it up into sections. P is for prepare. So you're gonna prepare your business, you're gonna schedule classes, you're gonna do your 100 names list, you're gonna work on your why. Maybe you do an introduction video. These things are tools to help you be more efficient and more habit forming and more of a structure to be able to help you be tuned in to what you're doing with this business. Then you're going to work on inviting, sharing the oil samples, perhaps how do you call people and approach them. Now, I also have during our trainings, we're going to talk about scripts and different ways you can invite people to get started with your business. Then we're going to have presenting. You're going to want to learn how to present the class. This will be uh, bring them to my class here on Zoom if you want for the introduction class, or reach out to me or upline who invited you and help you learn the class. There's these class sheets that you can actually download from the doTERRA website. And or I have a class sheet I made myself that has the top 10 oils on it, and it has the business opportunity on the back. And so I love my class sheets. In India, a lot of them got printed, so you can reach out to some of your upline for some of those class sheets or the PDF file I can provide for you too. Print those out. You want to be doing that during the preparation phase. Print those out, get some of the tools all lined up so when you do a class, you have them to hand out, okay? Now you're going to go to enrolling. How do you enroll? How do you navigate the website to enroll people? The KYC documents, get them. You're going to want to have a critical conversation with people. Thank you for joining our team. We're so excited to have you here. And I just want to know, how do you want to play with doTERRA? You're taking advantage of the 25% discount as a customer, which is wonderful. We love our customers. Or you always have an opportunity to share with others because you're going to find out that these oils are so, so incredible that you can't help but share with other people. And why not get them enrolled so you can earn a little commission off that to help pay for your oils every month, right? And or maybe you may want to be that person who wants to really run with the business with us, and we invite you to do that if you would love to. It's not required, of course, but all of this stuff is part of how network marketing works. I may ask from time to time for you to host a class for me. And then the last part is supporting. So there's a lot of personal development. Maybe you're shy about calling people, or maybe you're shy about standing up in front of a room, or maybe there's lots of things that we're always working on. And for me, it's mindset is king. Mindset is so powerful. And that's what we do when we work on the Premier Club, is we're just so busy doing, doing, doing. We don't have time to think about all the stuff that we're not, right? And to be able to polish and get better and get better and get better and get better. And we're never the perfect person doing that. And that is where supporting each other and learning and having the humble mindset is so important. So we have all these tools, like I just was sharing with you. We've got sharing booklets, we've got natural solutions class sheets, we got the live, share, build guides that are really incredible. And you can download these for free. You can email the PDF to people, or you can print some of them out. And then we have the business building guide. So let me just go back to this real quick. We have the live guide, which is all the different ways to use the oils in your life. And we use this live guide during the wellness consult, which is part of the supporting aspect of the pipeline. This is king. You need to be doing this wellness lifestyle after they get the oils. People need to learn how to use the oils. You get them excited about using the oils. You show them how to schedule the loyalty reward program on their back office. You show them how to order themselves. You get them situated on their back office for ordering and get a plan put out for them so that they're ordering every month. Again, that's the key to residual income is ordering every month. Now, the business building guide is a deeper dive into doing all the different steps in the pipes. And we will go through this business building guide on this class every week. We're going to talk about a different section and help you along the way. Now, here is again where you can download this. If you go to the India website and if you look for the Empowered Success, and then there's also different languages that they're working on by adding them for you. So check that out. It's really powerful. Love it, love it. Okay, now in this business building guide, this is the kind of stuff that is covered. There's preparing your business, like doing a deep dive and preparing and inviting, presenting, enrolling, support, and then how to find business builders to work with you. And that is part of what we're going to talk about next year. We're going to talk about personal development, where you're really, it's so key to schedule mentoring calls with your upline. So important. And that mentoring call is going to move you through a pathway of past those roadblocks and mindsets. Okay. Again, here's the wellness lifestyle booklet, and we go through doTERRA's business structure is talking about this lifestyle chart. You're going to get really familiar with this lifestyle chart around nutrition and digestion, around movement and metabolism. And we have a brand new product that's coming out that's incredible called Meta Power, and it's all about metabolism. It's all about collagen and energy. It's just really fabulous. And we're talking also about resting and managing stress. Of course, we all have lots of anxiety going on. And I've been to India, and with all the driving and all the people on those crazy roads, it's yeah, everybody has lots of stress going on. And we're also going to talk about reducing the toxic exposure and detoxing the body. So, detoxing the home, looking at the chemicals you have in the house where these oils can replace those chemicals, alongside with detoxing our body to get rid of those heavy metals and helping ourselves be at the optimum balance in our body. All of these classes that we do are all about informed self-care. So we teach all these different things. Sometimes we do deep dive in nutrition. Sometimes we do deep dive in managing and resting, managing stress, right? And so this is all informing self-care. And of course, we're not saying to avoid the regular medical doctors. You do want to go to them, get your blood work done from time to time, make sure, things are going well. And that's really important. Our doctors are incredibly important when you break an arm or you get into a car accident, right? And so our goal is to help minimize those visits and help ourselves be proactive in our own health care. Again, going through your job as the wellness advocate is informing others of self care. And so, having this app and stuff like that on the phone, helping people develop wellness habits, and getting yourself prepared that you have the oils with you all the time to share. So, these keychains are really important. Here's an app that you need to download. This app has a cost to it. It's around $8 US. I don't know how much it is in Indian rupees, but it's very minimal as an investment to have with you all the time. This app is with you on the phone. I believe it's good for Android as well. There may be some apps that it's not available on, but at least you need to make sure you download a doTERRA app. This app, the reason why I like it is you only have one cost. It never updates every year. I mean, it never gives you a new fee every year. And this app also updates for free. This app also has all the doTERRA oils on it, and it has testimonies. So if you're clicking on it, it will give you the different oils to use for different protocols, and it will give you testimonies that people did and how they used the oils and what the results were. So that kind of gives you a good guideline on maybe if somebody has uh, acne, what other people have used. And so maybe if you use one protocol and it wasn't quite working, of course, sometimes our body chemistries are different, and so finding different ways to go about that root cause, finding the root cause of what's causing the acne, and looking through the testimonies, you might find another approach that will be more powerful for you. Now, here's another app that's really good to have. Now, this one does charge every month. It says it's free, but it's not. There is a cost to it, and it does charge, excuse me, once a year. This here app was developed by our upline, and you may have seen some of these books in India. We brought some with us at one point in time, and it's really pretty powerful to have some of these books around with you. But this app is better because you don't have to carry the book around with you. It's on your phone, and you can ask other people to download it so they can have instant access to all these resources. Now, as a business builder with doTERRA, you're going to definitely want to join this program called Team Stack Team app. And this is free. You can download it from free, and it looks either like this or like this. And when you download it, you can probably click on this QR code and see if that works for you. You're going to ask to join the doTERRA India market, and it looks like this. It has like an O on fire behind the background. And you're going to need to submit your doTERRA ID, and then they will check to be sure that you're a doTERRA India market person, and then they will accept you. So that's really important to have because it will notify you all the promotions going on every month. It will notify you with all the uh, LRP things or different things to watch out for, all the classes. It will notify you a BOGO, all the different fun things you're going to want to know right away. So you're going to want to check out the promotions. Like every month, there is going to be a discount of something between like 10 and 20%. It will be a certain oil. And then there will be a free oil that's given away in the loyalty reward program. So every month, if you place an order between the 1st and the 15th, and you do 125 PV, you get a free oil. So you're going to want to know what that free oil is. Now, sometimes they will change it up, so you need to be aware. They may change it to 150 PV. And if it's 150 PV, then you get a bigger oil, a bigger value oil. So sometimes it's 200 PV. And then, like at Christmas time, they always seem to be doing the frankincense oil, which is incredible. So yeah, don't forget to reach out and figure out what those promotions are. Now, here's the training site that you can go through and do some training. It's training.doterra.com. And there's like safety with essential oils, there's business, there's how to do DIYs for home edit. There's all these different fun things to learn. And I invite you to start out with the essential oil safety course and then go on to the essential oil specialist certification. Now, I also have classes that I've done on my back office, and I will share those links with you down below on this video. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I want you to reach out to me because I don't want to have that on the video in case other people are watching this video that are not on my team. So, okay. Now, member services, here's the phone number. Usually what I like to do is make sure everybody that signed up has this phone number on their phone. It is so important. Make sure that they put the um, email address as well and tell them that they can call between these hours if they have any questions. And that's really important to get them empowered to call doTERRA, get them empowered to not be bothering you so much. Now, I don't mean that in a negative way. Of course, you want to be of support, and of course, you want to be that. But a lot of times you're not available and they just need a quick answer. And just get them familiar with calling the office. That's what they're for. Of course, there's a whole bunch of social media resources. Of course, we have the doTERRA website. We've got the doTERRA YouTube channel. Now, a lot of these channels are United States, right? That's okay. Just be mindful that in India, maybe they don't have all the products yet, and that they're slowly introducing a lot of these products. Sometimes, if you share somebody some of these different resources, they may be having other oils that are not available to you, and just always like, oh, let me check and see if that oil is available. And I always try to make sure I print out the product sheet so I have it when I'm talking in the wellness consult where I can look things up real quick. What's really cool too is this doTERRA.com. DMK stands for Direct Marketing Kit. And this is where all the wonderful artwork, all the videos and PowerPoint files are that you can actually use to teach your classes. Source to you is like all the distillery, all their sourcing areas, and the wonderful videos for that. And you can also check the testing of your oil. So people are wanting to know where the purity is coming from. This is a wonderful website to check out. Aromatic Science is another wonderful site where it's talking about how the oils are used in the body and medical, more of the medical term type system. doTERRA also has a blog, it has a podcast, we have brochures and the policy manual, and then we also have the program called doTERRA Healing Hands, which is where we like to work in the community to offer and make a difference. Now, if you're going to be doing the doTERRA business, we really want to make sure that you have your food license because doTERRA is selling food grade oils in India. And to be honest with you, a lot of our oils are, even if they're not in the food grade category, you can always go to the United States website and you can check and see with that website if it's a food grade oil or not. Just because doTERRA India does not have all the oils registered as food grade because it costs money to register and all the categories, cosmetic, food grade, and so on. But if you're going to be selling these oils, you want to be sure to have your food license. And each state has a different little step to do that with. So if you click on this little link and go to your particular state, it gives you little steps here. There's a little fee to it. I believe that this expires every year. And so you always want to maybe mark it on your calendar, put it in your phone when you need to update that license. Um, Okay, so now we're going to talk about you get your own website with doTERRA. So as an automatic wellness advocate, you get a website. And this is really a fun website to share with others. They can register on their own. It's a very minimal website, but you can customize it to you. So like you can upload your photo, you can do your little Y right here, maybe other ways people can reach out to you. This is something that you can share on social media and different things very easily and compliantly. Now, what I love about this is it also shows a lot of recipes and different ways people can use the oil. So this is a nice link to be sharing with people on that as well. You're going to also want to download your business card ID that you are also part of doTERRA. And they have this very critical wording down here at the bottom that's important. And you're going to want to have your WhatsApp number, your phone number, your email, and your doTERRA ID or your doTERRA website link. You know, there's your special link that comes with this website. And I recommend you putting that on here as well. You have to have your address on here. It's a requirement for India, not doTERRA. It's a requirement for India. I think that's important. And yeah, I have this template on Canva, so you can take this QR code and scan it in with your phone and go right to this template, upload your own photo, and so on. Now, the link tree, I'm going to go back to this Canvas. This Canvas site is amazing. It's free. This is the site that I do all my advertising little artworks on. You can upload a bunch of doTERRA stuff and just make your own flyers, make your own banners. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with the site. It's pretty fun site. Now, Linktree is another site that I really like. This is also, I believe, a version is free. And this Linktree, actually, like here's my Linktree link. I put it on everything. And what's cool is you can print this like on your business cards if you want. And if you change your phone number, you change it here on this page. So when people click on this, they will get all the updated information. So I put this all on all my social media sites, like my Facebook page, my Instagram page, my all the sites that I have, so that if I do make a change or I do different things, I don't my business card and my marketing isn't outdated because sometimes it's so hard to remember where you have all this stuff, right? And social media is really important to be starting with your business. A lot of people say that they don't do social media. Well, I'm telling you, it's the only way I built my business in India. And so, thinking about the massive growth that I've had, I want that for you too. You kind of start running out of contacts and stuff. And after a while, you want to be known as a leader. So, that is where they go to and find more information about you, and you keep that the social media sites. So I have here my doTERRA website. I have here my personal website. I have here some information about the MetaPower program. And then if I keep going on this link, there's like how to get a hold of me on LinkedIn, how to get a hold of me on YouTube, how to get a hold of me just on WhatsApp, and all this stuff. So it's really great. Now, just a few more things that we're going to be talking about here is your 100 names list. This 100 names list is really, really important. This is something where you're always tickling, you're always working on. It's something that never goes away. You're going to be adding names to it, crossing names off, all that kind of stuff. And what's really cool about this is it kind of breaks it down in different categories. Like this page here has family and friends. It also has work. It also has church categories, all these different categories. And as you write people's names down, you're going to look over here and check the box or give you a tally if they have a health need, if they have money that they can invest in a business, if they are purpose needed, like maybe they need financial or they have want to invest in their kids for college or something. Are they an influential person? Are they somebody who people follow or like they know a lot of contacts? Are they naturally minded? Believe it or not, a lot of people are bought into the pharmaceuticals, and it may be a hard twist for them to be naturally minded. Are they business minded? And as you go through, and if you check one here, one here, one here, maybe you tally. And what's really important about doing this tally is you want to start out reaching out to people who actually have most of this in their chart. It doesn't mean that this is the only person you're going to reach out to. You're going to reach out to people who don't even click on any of these, right? But the way doTERRA business structure works is you're going to want to find the most powerful people to be on your top line first. You're going to want to enroll at least one person first so that when you do get customers, you have somebody to build underneath. And it's a numbers game. So the more people you have on your list, the more people you're going to reach out to. And they talk about 100 names. You end up inviting maybe 45 of them. You end up maybe presenting to 30 of them. You maybe end up enrolling about 15 of them. And then maybe out of those numbers, you might have 1 to 3 builders. So that's a lot of work, right? To reach out to 100 people. But if you get into the habit of adding names to it every day, calling at least 2 people every day, it will really truly make a huge impact. It doesn't seem overwhelming. This is what's so important about running your business is time blocking and making sure that you don't look at this 100 names list and think you have to call them all the same day, and then you end up not doing any of the work because it's too overwhelming. So um, that's my point. So then we have a success tracker. So then you get people enrolled. So this is the list where you add people's names, what they bought, or maybe what samples you gave them, how do they want to be communicated to, and then following through the pipes, right? So then you go through and how you're managing each person in that way. Okay. Now, how do you enroll somebody? This is something that's really important. We have two different kinds of accounts. Now, this is where that critical conversation comes into play. If you enroll everybody as a wellness advocate, then you want to place them in a different spot that if you enroll people as a preferred customer. So let's say you talk to your grandma, and your grandma's 85 years old and she wants to start using the oils, but she's not going to be a key person to go out and build the business, right? So you would probably enroll her as a preferred customer. Now, let's say you enroll somebody like a mom who just had twins and she's really busy in her life raising these 2 children. And she says, no, I just want to be a customer. I see the value in the oils. I don't feel like sharing. You would want to enroll her as a preferred customer. Now, here's why. Let's pretend this mom of twins is enrolled as a preferred customer, and Then she sees how amazing the oils are and she starts sharing. When she starts sharing, she cannot enroll people underneath her, but you can change her account to a wellness advocate. Upon doing that change, you can move her anywhere on your team. The same day she decides to start building the business, you can upgrade her account to a wellness advocate and move her into a strategic place on the team. You're going to ask her, when she first enrolls and she says, you're going to ask her the three questions. Oh, we love our customers, and I just want to get a sense of how you want me to support you best. Do you want to order the oils to support you and your family? Or do you think you would like to share the oils from time to time to earn a little bit of income, maybe to support your oil purchases? Or do you really want to run with me and build this business? That me knowing where you are will allow me know how to serve you best. And if you at any time, if you decide to sign up as a customer now, and at any time you decide to share the business, you just let me know, and I will upgrade your account, and we will have you submit your bank information and stuff like that, and we'll go from there. That critical conversation is really powerful, and it will avoid you from putting people in the wrong place on your team and actually struggling with the position and the placements. Now, doTERRA has now what we call a loyalty reward template. Now, this template, I would rather change the name to call it a shopping list, or like your wish list template, where you can just add things on there as you're thinking about what you would like to order next month. And this template sometimes is so valuable because I always forget that I ran out of an oil. If you just log in and add that oil, and then when you go to the next month and you're ready to place your order, all those things are there. Now, this will not run until you actually push it through. So be sure to make sure you click on that template, get it set up, and help your new customers set that up too. Now, what is the loyalty reward program? You guys, as a new business builder, you're going to really, really want to understand this. Now, if you don't understand it and it takes you 10 weeks or 2 years, reach out to your upline or reach out to me and we'll try to share it to you in a different way. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really pay too much attention to a lot of this in the first few years. I was sort of building the business, but I wasn't. I was really running my print shop full time and it was taking all my hours. But um, when people sign up, their first order is always going to be the welcome order, their first welcome kit. That is not a loyal order yet because they have not become loyal. So the second month, they decide to place an order. They're going to want to, and they join the loyalty reward program. They're going to want to consecutively every month place an order. Consecutively, if they actually order 50 PV, now, stands for product value points. Every product has a value. And so if you look at the product, you'll see a PV number next to the Indian rupee cost. You're going to want to be mindful about ordering something. Now, if you wanted to maintain your system, you just need to order one thing. But to go up in the levels every month, you're going to want to order at least 50 PV. To do the commissions, to earn commissions, you're going to want to order 100 PV. So there's some requirements here that allow you to effectively run your business. Now, so basically, what's really cool about this is anybody not running the business or running the business can be part of the loyalty reward program. So month 1 through 3, they get 10% back in product credit points that gets held up into a little savings account on their back office. And when they go to order the next month, they can actually start using these points for free product. Every month, this percentage increases. And you can see for month 4, 5, and 6 is at 15%. Month 7 to 9 is at 20%. So let's say you order 100 PV, you'll get 20% back in product credit points. And this is really pretty cool. Now, month 10 through 12, it's 25%. And then all the way up to just past a year, you're going to get 30% back. Now, the key thing is you never want to skip a month. So I've seen a lot of people order like 150 PV one month and nothing the next month, and then 150 PV the next month and nothing the next month. That is just a shame because they're not participating in this. Every month they're losing their points and then they have no value to get more free product. So encourage your team. If you have a customer and they're on a budget, get them to order at least one thing or even to increase those points up. Try to get them to do at least 50 PV. Now, if you have a business leader that's going to be in your power of three structure, then you do definitely want to encourage that person to get on the 100 PV system. But if you cannot overwhelm everybody, if you tell everybody to be on the 150, 100 PV, then they're going to probably not be consistent because of the budget. So consider consistency is better than every other month. So make sure you schedule the wellness consult with your new enrollment, and you're going to help them learn all these things that I just shared with you today. You're going to ask them to host a class with you, right? Host a class. And that is really where that multiplication and duplication happens. And even if they're a customer, still ask them if they'd be willing to share, host a class for you and help support you in your business. And again, what's really important with the wellness consult is you're actually doing a 90-day goal plan. You're going to want to schedule out 90 days or 3 months of loyalty reward points. Figure out what their budget is with them. Help figure out what more important oils are to order first, and maybe the second month, and maybe the third month. And if you're doing your job properly, you're showing them how to place those items in the template and how to put their credit card or their payment gateway processing and how that's going to work and then how they just push it through. This is really important. I recommend you doing a wellness consult just right after they get their kit. So when somebody enrolls, mark it on your calendar, schedule a time with them that you're going to do a wellness consult. And then that way, you got that on the books. And then when you're sitting down with them, you're inviting them to actually host a class will help. A lot of people will do, a lot of people may not. Polish up your approach on how to ask them to host a class for you. Okay, so again, you're going to want to write out the recipes and different things for them on the wellness consult. You need to get them using the oils. Open up the oils, show them, write recipes down, show them how to use the products so that way they can be comfortable with them. And I have to say, this is worth the time. Tell them that you want to spend just a half hour and you're going to be intentional. If you're busy and you're trying to get through a lot of stuff, put yourself on a timer. Say, I'm going to put a half hour on my clock on my phone and the timer's going to go off. I have to run to another meeting. So let's get through this intentionally and really be powerful about your time this way. Again, here's the 3 months. I really love this where you can write down all the oils and the products that they want to order. Make sure they get the toothpaste. Make sure that you're putting on this products that are consumable products so that they get through them every month. Like if they have a big family, they're going to probably go through the toothpaste or and maybe the shampoo, right? And the facial line. These are all really wonderful consumable items. Again, maybe show them how to get some roller bottles so they can make their own recipe. Make sure they get the veggie caps. Maybe I would suggest that this is something that you purchase and have a whole bunch of them and maybe put them in a Ziploc baggie or something like that where you give them to them at the wellness consult. I always like to have a bag of goodies. Maybe I'll give them a few roller bottles. Maybe I'll give them some veggie caps, give them a few sample bottles. And then if they want to do the business, then I would say, well, let's host a class and then I'll give you one of these. And if you have 5 people show up, then I will fill in some of the unusual oils that you may not have that are really good for building the business. So here's a nice, really screenshot for how to host a class. Um, it's really powerful to get people to host a class because of several things. They're having their community people around them, their friends and family are starting to use the oils, and then they have a support network of people that are working and learning the oils together. And I really like to say that because sometimes when one person is trying to do the oils and they don't have you supporting them every day or something like that, it becomes a little bit more difficult. So really work on this part as part of your polishing your approach to get people to host a class for you. And I think we're almost done here. Basically, I like to have during this Premier Club a flyer or some free promotional products that you want to put together to help people incentivize them on hosting a class. Like maybe if they're going to offer to host a class for you, if they have 1 to 2 new customers, you can give them a deep blue. If they have 3 to 5 customers, maybe you give them a deep blue and a toothpaste, and so on. So come up with a system that works really great for you. And this works really well for me. And I have a class today, and I'm going to be printing this out and bringing it with me so I can invite people to host and schedule a class for me. Okay, so we can go on and on about talking about how much time you should put together, what your expectations should be. And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to make any money with doTERRA if you're hoping and waiting for somebody else to do it for you. This is on you. This is your business. It's not your upline's business. Your upline has no obligation to support you. But if you show your upline that you're hosting classes, you're willing to learn how to teach the class, and you're hungry for the business information, then this will be really important and valuable for you. We are trained to meet people where they are. I do not want to run around and chase you down and say, hey, you said you were going to do the business. Where are you? And you're not hosting classes. I want to schedule mentor calls with you every week so that that way I know where you are. Maybe you have a vacation a week, or maybe the kids are going back to school, or there's a wedding in the family. There are going to be times where life gets in the way. But when we start using those excuses to make it where we can't get our business going, then your priorities and values are not there. And so I want to challenge you to look at your integrity and to your goals and your dreams and see what is it going to take for you to develop these habits to maybe work 1 hour a week or 10 hours a week or 40 hours a week. If you want to be making a huge income every month, it's going to take running this business. It could take you to build that pipeline 1 year or 2 years. It could take some time. And so it's going to take some persistence. And if you're only going to be doing 1 hour a week, it's going to take you a lot longer than if you're a person that's willing to do 10 hours a week. And if you're a person willing to do 10 hours a week, it's going to take you longer than it would be if you're somebody who's going to do it 40 hours a week and really work the plan. So we are here to support you in any way that you want to do this. But I'm telling you, if you commit to one way and stick to it, I feel that that's most people's problems. It's kind of like going on a diet. I'm going to go on a diet and I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to develop all these habits to lose weight. And then the next day you eat a candy bar, right? Those old habits kick in. And so we have to push our dreams and goals to have them be stronger than the hard commitment and the hard habits that it's going to take to run a business. So here's a good screenshot you can do that are incomes that you can expect when you really solidify these ranks. Now, a lot of people may hit this rank once and then they might go back down to the next rank. And so, depending on the volume of people that they have on their team, will make it that volume of money that they make. So, it also depends on how many people are on the loyalty reward program on how much you're going to make. So, you're constantly enrolling, constantly supporting, constantly holding classes, and that will help solidify the dollar volume or the Indian rupee volume that you'll be making every month. Again, let's schedule your class. Get your classes scheduled. Think about when you want to do your own personal classes. Talk to your upline who invited you, see if they can come help you host the first class. But I want to challenge you that upline is not going to teach the class. You can read the class sheet. The more uh, incentive, the more you become independent of the upline teaching these things from you, the better you'll be because you can hold more classes. Having your upline run from this leg to this leg to this leg, it makes it very difficult, and they may not be there when you need them. What normally happens, if that's the mindset you have, then you're going to blame your upline for not being there. Seriously, you need to be independent, learn the business as quickly as you can so that that way you can grow quickly as you can. You're going to want to always attend the business trainings. Now, in India, we have certain different business groups, leader groups that have their different business training classes. I do the training classes. Um, you're going to have India doing business classes. There's going to be lots of product classes, trainings. They're going to be on Zoom. You want to attend as many of those as you can to kind of keep deepening that mindset of personal development, deepening the pipes, deepening the understanding about the products and uses. All these things, you always learn something every time you join. And also with the mentor sessions, you must schedule a mentor session with your upline. Now, you may have an upline that's not doing the business, but reach up to the next upline. And that's going to be really valuable for you to see where you are. And I want to challenge you to show up to these mentor sessions humble, willing to learn where your mistakes are, willing to accept the feedback so that you can polish that and move forward. When you're able to let go of your ego and let go of your determination of like I'm better than that or something, you will never, if you can't let go of that, you will never learn. So let go of that, listen, banter back and forth on what's there for you, what's not there for you, and this is the only way through those getting a breakthrough through those barriers. Personal development, you guys, I'm always listening to personal develop tapes. I go for a 5 mile walk most mornings. I drive to work. I have a suicide center that I work at a few days a week where I use the oils. I share the oils there. But on my drive, I'm listening to books on tape about mindset, trainings, essential oil leaders that I'm learning and listening from. I'm never not listening to something if I'm out and about. But also schedule quality time for you. Maybe that's a Saturday morning or something like that. What is the personal time that you have for yourself? Because you need to plug in yourself and rejuvenate those batteries. Now, if you're joining me today for the first time learning about the business, um, you want to also talk to the family and see what's important because when you schedule time with family, then they will know mom or dad is working on a business and that they learn a business mindset as well as they look forward to that time you've scheduled for them and you know that you're going to give them your undivided attention for that. That is so important. And also also with family, I want to say that about you. Sometimes we need to do our personal care, take a bath or get a massage or go for a walk, work in the garden, just do some quality time for yourself to rejuvenate those batteries. And that way you're not always thinking about how hard this is. I'm always working doTERRA or whatever. And that you can look forward to your personal date night for you or something. So that's really important. Now, here's an elite planner. That's another way to also put some schedules of the classes that you have going. And if you schedule 4 classes a week, like that sounds overwhelming, right? But that is a business builder. If you schedule 1 class a week, you're on task. You're getting going. If you schedule 1 class a month, it's going to take you a long time to move forward. I'll just tell you that. But it's wonderful. We love that 1 class and it's still better than nothing at all, right? Okay, so get those tools, keep it simple, show people where these tools are on the back office. And again, I do have a PDF of a class I did. I find that I talk more about the business on my class. What's nice about these class sheets is that they do have the kits on them so that you can help enroll people with those kits. Make sure you have a kit sheet if you don't, that tells you the prices and what's available. So when you're hosting a class, it's all right there. You're not hiding any prices for anybody. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there. We can keep going on, and we're going to actually have this class for next Friday, and we're going to continue on from where we left off. And it's really good to see you guys here. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. So if you have any questions.